I live on the Kent coast, where the land meets the sea in dramatic white chalk cliffs. It's a landscape that constantly shifts with the rhythms of the seasons, weather and tides. My studio is in my garden, just a 10-minute walk from the sea. It's filled with objects that inspire me, that I find on my daily walk on the beach. Stones, seaweeds, shells, shark egg cases, and even strange discarded plastic toys. Hello, I'm Heather Blake. I'm inspired by heritage crafts, the coast and ancient history. I combine the materials and techniques of shoemaking with goldsmithing and lapidary. Tiamat, the name of this collection, was the Mesopotamian goddess of the sea and creation. I'm fascinated by the primal forces she represents, of the tides and waves, eddies and movements of the ocean. I'm also intrigued by the signet ring, as an ancient jewel expressing identity and authenticity. Its origins are also Mesopotamian. I've taken the signet ring and explored its form, scaling up to create bracelets and then scaling these down in turn to create rings. I've used the shape of the signet ring's bezel, the square, circle and diamond, as forms in my brooches. Leatherwork is central to my practice and is a material I'm deeply connected to through my years as a shoe designer and a developer in Italy. And in my jewellery, I've pushed my shoemaking skills further, and I've even created my own leather by repurposing fish skin and converting it into biodegradable leather through ancient tanning processes and my own development using food waste. I spend a lot of time in museums, such as the British Museum and the V&A, studying historical artefacts in stone carving, jewellery and leather, and a conversation with a curator, a leather technologist at a fabulous leather museum in Northampton, introduced me to alternative tanning methods. And that led me to read about indigenous practices from Japan and the Arctic, which are often used in clothing, and to experiment with some of these indigenous methods using food waste. I source fish from a local fishmonger who have a very small fishing fleet crewed by just 1 or 2 people. And the fish skins are usually thrown away or used as bait, but I give them a new life. I extract tannins, natural components from plant materials such as coffee or red wine, and boil them in what I call elixirs, and soak the skins for 2 weeks to 2 months to process them. And each type of fish has different properties. So salmon is very strong with a beautiful texture, while sea bass and sea bream have a stunning iridescence and colours that shift across the surface. Stone is also a material I have a deep affinity with. Perhaps it's because I grew up on the road that leads to Stonehenge, or the trips I made with my grandmother to the Giant's Causeway on the Antrim coast in Ireland where she lived. But I love working in stone and cutting and carving and transforming something that seems hard and rugged into jewels, uncovering their inner beauty. I photograph and sketch and create mood boards of textures and forms, and then I make models, testing scale and refining them until the jewellery design feels right. Once my pieces leave my hands, they take on new lives, and people who choose them are looking for something bold, jewellery that expresses their creativity and starts conversations.